Emma Cox's rise in the music world feels remarkable not just because of her age but because of the depth she carries every time she steps onto a stage. Born in the Netherlands, Emma didn't begin her journey as a global name. She began as a young girl with a love for music and a life that required strength long before fame ever arrived. From an early age, Emma was diagnosed with gastroparesis, a rare medical condition that affects the stomach muscles and requires her to rely on medical nutrition. For many children, that kind of diagnosis could limit confidence or opportunity. But in Emma's case, it seemed to awaken something powerful inside her. Music became more than a hobby. It became expression, healing, and identity. Her national breakthrough came when she won the Voice Kids Netherlands. But even then, what struck audiences wasn't just a victory, it was the maturity in her voice. There was a calmness, a control, and an emotional weight that felt far beyond her years. She didn't sing like a child trying to impress judges. She sang like someone who truly understood what she was singing. One of the defining moments in her career came with her performance of Voila. The song itself speaks about vulnerability and strength, about standing tall in your truth. When Emma performed it alongside world-renowned violinist and conductor André Rieu and his orchestra, the moment became unforgettable. Surrounded by sweeping strings and a full symphonic arrangement, Emma didn't disappear into the music. She stood confidently at the center of it all, delivering each line with breathtaking control and emotion. That performance introduced her to millions around the world and marked a turning point in her journey. Her interpretation of Imagine reveals another dimension of her artistry. It's a globally recognized song with a powerful message of peace and unity. Emma approaches it with sincerity rather than showmanship. She gives the lyrics room to breathe. She trusts the message. And in doing so, she invites listeners to reflect, rather than simply admire her technique. Then there's a moment like this. The lyrics speak about dreams becoming reality. And when Emma sings it, the connection feels deeply personal. It's almost as if she's narrating her own life story. A young girl standing before orchestras, performing on international stages, living moments she once imagined quietly to herself. Her performance of Dancing on the Stars highlights her versatility. There's lightness in her tone, an uplifting energy that feels graceful and warm. It shows that she isn't limited to emotional ballads. She can bring joy and brightness just as naturally as she brings depth and vulnerability. And when Emma sings Let It Go, particularly in orchestral settings connected to André Rieu's productions, you hear courage and controlled strength. That song demands power and emotional release, and Emma delivers it without losing poise. Her voice rises above the orchestra without force. There's confidence, but also balance, a quality that reveals maturity in her artistry. What truly sets Emma Cox apart is emotional intelligence. Many singers can hit high notes. Few can make those notes mean something. Emma understands pacing. She understands silence. She knows when to hold back and when to soar. For someone so young, that awareness is rare. Her collaborations with André Rieu have strengthened her international presence and refined her stage confidence. Performing alongside seasoned musicians requires composure, and Emma carries herself with grace. There's no arrogance in her delivery, only focus, gratitude, and passion. Perhaps the most inspiring part of her story is her openness about her health journey. She does not hide her challenges. Instead, she speaks about them honestly, transforming vulnerability into inspiration. That transparency deepens her connection with audiences. People don't just admire her voice, they admire her courage. When she sings, Voila, you feel bravery. When she sings, Imagine, you feel hope. In a moment like this, you feel destiny unfolding. With Dancing on the Stars, you sense joy and promise. And in Let It Go, you hear strength wrapped in grace. Emma Cox's journey is still unfolding. She is still young, still growing, still discovering the full depth of her artistry. But what is already clear is that she carries something rare: authenticity. She doesn't perform to impress, she performs to connect. And that connection is what transforms a talented young singer into an artist with lasting impact.
Imagine there's no heaven. Voilà, 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 voilà que je suis.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Emma Cox's journey and music, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more deep dives and history of some of the greatest voices and artists around the world. Your support truly means a lot.